I'm sorry. I was working on my James Franco impression. And he's always really fucking squinty-eyed motherfucker. It's always like the sun's in his eyes, or maybe he just got smoke in his eye. You ever get smoke in your eye? You're like, ah, motherfucker. It's stupid. It happens to me a little bit because I'm a smoker. And I was remembering those smoking commercials by Truth. You know Truth? The ones they played in previews at movies a lot. That's why I remember them. The first time seeing one. A bunch of these guys walk out, white t-shirt. Everyone's got like their own number. And then they line the streets, and then at the same time they all die. They all fake die. And they're like, this many people die every day because of tobacco. Take down big tobacco. Truth. It was something like that. And they're like, don't be an asterisk. You don't want to be another statistic. But statistically speaking, like 80% of the people after they die are going to be part of some sort of statistic. That's based off a statistic that I just made up right now. So I think they were clever, and I think they were effective for a completely different reason, because they kept doing these in different cities, major cities, blocking all the streets and the roadways, and people were like, God damn it, not again. Truth, would you stop blocking the main roadway? I have to get to work. Look, if I promise not to smoke anymore, will you stop fake dying on the main roads? Because it's annoying. I have to take a long way to work, trying to make a living here. You're really stressing me out, and now I really need a cigarette. So those were those, and that seemed, like a good idea. It's a lot of people dying. But the newer commercials, the ones that I saw recently, were talking about taking selfies with cigarettes, saying that it's free advertisement for big tobacco, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to give them free advertising. But at the same time, throughout the entire commercial, there was no words. There was no spoken words. There were just letters that I had to read. And then they showed a bunch of pictures of a bunch of famous people who were smoking. Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me, Truth? Is that what you're doing? Because you're doing the same thing that you're telling me not to do, but you're doing it right now. And I can tell that half of those, they're not even fucking selfies. They're not selfies. They look like something from some paparazzi fucker that was hiding in a bush waiting to snap some photos of some people. They weren't like, there were a guy hiding in a bush snapping pictures of famous people. Like, those aren't selfies at all. I think you're confused. But at the same time, I could understand why they were doing this. Because if their campaign was too effective and people were stopping smoking, then they're like, oh shit, we're going to go out of business, so let's pretend to put out an anti-smoking. But really it's promoting smoking because we're going to show a bunch of famous people who are smoking. But Frank, I'm pretty sure they're non-profit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not, but they get away with saying non-profit. What I can guarantee you is that anyone that calls himself Truth is most definitely lying to you. They just gotta be. Right? Pretty sure. I'm very confused.